Hey guys, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Mark.
And we're live.
Morning, Mark.
How's it going?
Not too bad. What about you guys?
Yeah, all good. All good here.
Oh, man. You gonna celebrate any Thanksgiving in India?
Well,
Oh,
no, but then I like to celebrate every day.
yeah.
I mean, I just find an occasion for every day. But no, we don't. We're not very big on Thanksgiving here. But I'd love to see pictures from you guys. I know you guys have been talking about using a smoker and all of that. So
Yeah.
Uh,
No, it's good. I think Thanksgiving's going to be a little bit different this year, and
yeah,
we're not traveling. I don't have any friends or family over. And what's funny is I went to Costco yesterday. I got the turkey, but the smallest one they had was 21 pounds. So we're gonna we're gonna be eating turkey for a while. So yeah.
it's just the four of y'all, right?
Yeah, just the four of us, So that's a good solid 5 pounds of meat apiece. So,
leftovers.
exactly. People just joining, welcome to the live stream today. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to post those. We love the Q&A aspect of it. Share this, like it, hit the subscribe button. Also, you can set notifications to make sure you get pinged anytime that we go live. So I'd recommend doing that so you don't miss out on any content. Today, what we're going to be covering is Thanksgiving. Obviously, we kind of, we're, I guess, preambling about it a little bit and the turkeys and so forth. And I'm excited for Thanksgiving. I know Tim is. Mark is excited to see the pictures of the turkeys. So,
Absolutely. Especially the 21-pound one.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So today we want to talk about some Thanksgiving, but we have some fun things planned. We asked Tim, who did we ask here? We asked some people.
We have the United States
Okay.
balanced respondents, a bunch of fun Thanksgiving trivia questions. Not trivia, but sentiments with the new COVID guidelines in place. We'll see if everybody is going to follow them or do their own thing.
Yeah, it's so super interesting. Make sure that, obviously stay around. Make sure you hear those things that we're going to be talking about. Some pretty interesting facts in terms of I'll kind of tease it and what people like for sides, how many people are going to be at Thanksgiving gatherings and so forth. So some interesting things there for sure. Thanks everybody for joining. Make sure that you subscribe and like and do all that fun stuff to make sure you don't miss out. Before we get started, I just wanted to say that, QuestionPro has been doing these X Day events, which is our user conference. We've been doing it regionally. So the next one, I think, is in LATAM on Wednesday. So if you're in that region, make sure you register for that. Maybe, Mark, you can maybe find the registration link and drop it in at some point today. And then also X Day will be on, I guess, it'll be the 1st in Australia. Tim and I will be on that as well. It'll be the 30th for us, but hey, who cares? It's all good. And so we'll be doing those things. So these are a good chance to find out what we have coming up, how we're looking at 2021, different things that we'll be offering in the market as well. So really interesting. And I know for our APAC, we even have an illusionist coming on to kind of round things out. So making that fun and interesting as well. So yeah, make sure you register for those. Even if you're not in those regions and you feel like joining, you can do that as well. You can also check out that we did in North America. All the recordings and everything are up there as well. So be sure to check that out. All right, let's get right into it. You have a familiar face here, QuestionPro. Tim obviously leads our audience business here, and he's joining me today. So, Tim, tell us about a couple of the new products that we're releasing or have released on audience.
Yeah, absolutely. We just came out with a new product called Edu Answers. We've been piloting this with universities and professors across the United States. Essentially what that is it's data that stands up to a very, very, very high scrutiny with collection policies. So this is all going to be the IRB is going to be able to sign off on all of these. We have extra data that we're going to be piping in there. And as well as every single sample that you but our rate is only $1. So super fast insight within 2 days, any insights, $1 only. And we're happy to do that to extend this kind of credit on sample to the people who need the answers the quickest and the fastest, the people that are doing nonprofit work. We've been doing a huge tracker about COVID and the vaccines and stuff like that. So it's a really good time to be doing sample with QuestionPro with any level, really.
And then, so Tim, so the Edu Answers that's built into our platform, right? So people, if you have an academic license within QuestionPro, you can go in after you program your survey and select it, right? That's how we've worked it out.
Sure, absolutely. So there's going to be 2 boxes that pop up, and it's going to say, do you need specific sample with highly targeted targets, or are you looking for census balance representation of the United States? If you fall within the census balance guidelines, all samples going to be $1. And if you have a specialized target, we have pricing to reflect how our panel and our respondents are mapped to that. So it's going to be a little more than $1, but really happy to go into that with anyone who's interested in the topic.
Yeah, that's awesome. So if you're in the academic space, whether you're a professor or student, feel free to reach out to us if you want this sample. Again, 48 hours, census balanced. It'll pass any internal review board that you have. So definitely reach out to us there. And we have another enhancement or another new product in audience world as well. Tim, what's that?
That is our Slack integration called Instant Answers. We've been partnering with a lot of brands and consumer marketing people to discuss what people think about bringing products to market, how people are feeling about elections. We actually had some customers in the middle of the presidential debates, and as the ballots were coming in from states that just closed them, we were able to ask them as soon as they were leaving the polls, who did they vote for? Who do they think is going to win? Who are you voting for? Also, it's like that. So the actual workflow of it is, if you have Slack, you download our integration, you ask us for permissions, we grant it to you, and you can alter the survey within Slack. This is taking the surveys of people that are not within Slack. It's the entire United States. We put it out to all of our network, and then we bring it back based on the United States Census. It fills very fast.
Awesome.
Results within an hour, and you're going to get, again, census balance sample there.
Wow.
Yeah, the big differentiator in there is when I first started thinking about it, I was like, wait, do the respondents have to have a Slack account? No, they don't. We reach them every which way that we can, intercepting email invites, everything like that. So really powerful, super quick. Really excited about some of the one more. They blew my mind up.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So I think it's part of the high frequency research and getting insights quickly, right? Something we like to call, feed to insights. I think, like how quickly can you get the insights that you need for, whatever you're doing. If you need, if you have a quick name and you want to just kind of test out different product names for something, we've used it for that. For some brands, if you are running into a sales meeting and you need some good data, we've used it in that regard as well. So there's a lot of use cases for it. It's super easy. It's an easy Slack integration. So definitely make use of that. Reach out to us if you want to. And it's a super cool, super fast way to get those insights that you need. All right. If you're just joining us now, we're talking with Tim. We have Mark in India as well. So he's hanging out late night with us today. And then Tim, let's get into some of these things that we talked about earlier on around this quick survey that we did. I think, did we use Instant Answers for this, or did we use one of our other products?
We use Instant Answers for this one.
Perfect. All right, cool. So we want to do something, a little new segment here for our Thanksgiving. We're calling it Food for Thought. You like that? I know Tim and I know many others here at QuestionPro obviously are getting ready for Thanksgiving, looking forward to it. So we had some questions around what people thought of Thanksgiving and also COVID and things like that. So we wanted to obviously ask people to survey them some particular questions. So this one I like, what's your favorite Thanksgiving side? no surprise to me, mashed potatoes won here. Mac and cheese and stuffing was I guess a second. Tim, what stood out to you here?
So what stood out to me here is definitely mashed potatoes. That across the United States, when I broke it down to a state level, was actually the most popular on aggregate against the United States. I'm not a big stuffing fan, so I am surprised to see that go up. I haven't met a stuffing that I liked, so I probably might have to casserole. So I'd be in the small percentage there. What about you?
Yeah, no, I'd be happy with mashed potatoes and stuffing. You know, stuffing's like the one time a year you usually have it. So
I guess
you've never met a stuffing that you like, and I think I never met a stuffing that I didn't like. So
Louisiana oysters. It's
I can tell you what, I'm glad that you left sweet potatoes off the list. I can't stand those. So.
Yeah, I only like them with tons of sugar and marshmallows. So.
Then just eat the sugar and marshmallows, right?
Yeah, right. That's the only part. So.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's see what else we have. So we asked, do you eat turkey on Thanksgiving? People said 87% said yes. There's 13% that said no. So we have a good follow-up question here. I think no surprise, you know, turkey is obviously the clear favorite, but there are some outliers that don't have turkey on Thanksgiving. And I know we were chatting with Crystal here, who is our marketing director, and I think she's having, what'd she say, a pork butt or something like that? So a ham kind of thing. So interesting. But so we asked, what meat do you eat on Thanksgiving? You know, most people said turkey here. Ham was a second. No meat, I guess, for the the vegetarians out there, makes sense. Maybe they have like tofurkey or something like that. You know. So,
Nice.
Yeah. Roast beef, nice. Roast beef to me seems like more of a Christmas meat, but hey, you know, that's just how I grew up. But you know, yeah, no surprises here, I think, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next question here. Are you planning on traveling for Thanksgiving? So COVID is obviously on the rise again, and there's a bunch of advisories not to travel. So surprisingly, you know, are you planning on traveling for Thanksgiving? 74% said no, 26% said yes. What I'd be interested to see is if we did this a year ago, or even if we do this next year, how do these results, you know, kind of play in?
Yeah.
My guess it might even be flip-flopped, you know, or close at least, right? So, yeah. Are you planning on traveling, Tim?
No, I am going to go socially distance down the street to my mother's house.
Okay.
We're going to eat in plastic bubbles. So
Nice.
we're just going to be separated.
I'll be traveling from like the couch to the dining room table to the kitchen. That's about it. You know?
To get the remote.
Yeah. And then, so how many people will be at your Thanksgiving celebration? I was a little bit surprised here. You know, 8+ seems like a big number given all of the things going on with COVID right now. So that was a surprise to me. I thought it would be less, but clearly people are still planning to get together. So we'll see about that.
But are there restrictions though on the number of people? I thought there was some sort of restriction, right? I mean,
it's kind of state to state, I think, of what they want to do, and it's more like guidelines, you know. So
right.
Yeah, a lot of states are cracking down and making 8 the limit. So it's interesting to me that people were saying that 8 or more were going to
right. Yeah, no, I was surprised. There are some funny memes though going on around this where, have you seen Christmas Vacation, the Chevy Chase movie?
Uh-huh.
So at the end, like when like the SWAT team comes in through the window, and they're like saying there's memes out there that, oh, this is what it will be like if you have more than 5 people gathering at your Thanksgiving. So kind of funny.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else did we ask? So are you secretly relieved that you don't have family over due to COVID-19? So 52% said yes. So people are actually happy. Maybe it's a good break from the norms. I don't know, but
love the honesty.
Yeah. We have honest respondents here, right? So that's good. Right. But there's also 48% that are disappointed too. So, that.
Yeah, that's not that bad. I mean, it seems
No.
about right. I mean, like 50-50 or so.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone has sides of the coin going on in their head for this one.
Yeah. It's like a little Jekyll and Hyde, probably, right?
Yeah.
So you'd be visiting a restaurant for Thanksgiving. So, some people go to the restaurant to get their Thanksgiving food. 85% said no, 15% said yes. So I don't think, not a big surprise here. I wonder what this would be like even in non-pandemic, maybe a little bit higher, yes, I'm guessing, but that's all speculation.
Yeah.
Let's see, what activities will you be doing for Thanksgiving? So watching the Macy's Day Parade, watching football, cooking, napping. That's my favorite one, I think. Going to religious services, none of the above. So I think cooking, obviously, big win here. Watching football, I know that's what I'll be doing between the dining room, the couch, and the kitchen. So I think actually, the watching football, cooking, and napping are right in my wheelhouse for Thanksgiving. So
yeah, this one is interesting to me. This is a new feature that we have with the instant answers, being able to ask multi-choice questions, so people select multiple ones that they would be doing. It's not just relegated to a single yes or no answer. So you can pick between a bunch of different brands, bunch of different activities. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So it's not just like single select question types. Essentially, it's multi-select. Also, you can randomize it too. So, reducing bias there. So, that's good. Let's see, what else do we have here? We'll be doing video communication with friends and family members during Thanksgiving. So I don't know. I was surprised here. I thought maybe more people would have said yes. I know we're planning to do it, maybe not during the dinner, but certainly on the day. So I don't know. Interesting. I thought it would be higher.
Yeah, it's interesting that it seems like it's flipped from the people that don't have to have family in person. They're excited about it. So those are the same people that don't want a conference with them.
So they're just, it's a total, total shun, I guess. We're cutting you off this year, no matter what.
Yeah.
So that interesting. You think, I don't know, I thought it would be higher, like I mentioned, but
yeah.
We'll see. All right. Do you think there'll be an uptick in COVID cases 2 weeks after Thanksgiving due to gatherings? I think, we saw people are planning to have 8+ people at their house. Obviously, that's kind of beyond what's recommended. So no surprise here. I think 65% said yes, that they plan to see an uptick in cases, which obviously facing a pandemic right now, it's not the best news that more people said yes, but, I think it is what it is, right? So surprised that, I don't know, not surprised that people thought that, but, especially given the data that we've collected so far. Let's see here. Any other questions? All right. So that was the last question there. So interesting. So those are things that you can do pretty quickly inside of the Slack integration that we mentioned. We gathered all of these in a matter of minutes based on that. So really, really fun. It can be obviously informative things. It can be a little bit more kind of tongue in cheek. Maybe there's things that you're interested in. Like, are you secretly excited that you don't have to see family during the Thanksgiving holiday? People said yes to that. So you can ask, those kind of things as well. So interesting, good stuff. Then
you can actually dig into the data and write a whole post about it just based on one of those. I think it's 10 or 11 questions that we fielded in 15 minutes. You can dig down and you can have that be your headline. A lot of people are that. So
yeah.
You know what I'm very curious about, Tim? Did it take you longer to actually write those questions than to get the responses back?
Yeah, it actually did. It took us 15 minutes to get those responses back. It was 150 per question, 10 questions. So we got 1,500 responses back in 15 minutes. So it took me probably 20 to write that because I'm not the best.
Yeah, there you go.
Know your strengths, but it was quick. So
nice.
That
was quick, super quick. Awesome, Tim. Do you have any dad jokes to take us out here?
Oh, I'm gonna have to defer to you on this one.
I was hoping you had one. Mark, how about you? Any good dad jokes?
Well, no, actually, I was actually looking at the private chat, and I know Tim put in a couple there, so I was hoping he's going to pull one of those out. And
All right, Mike, wow, I'm very upset. Do you know where you can get broth in bulk?
Where?
The stock market.
Okay.
Cranberries and make them sad.
What was that?
What happens when you're too harsh on the cranberries and make them sad?
What?
They turn into blueberries.
Okay. All right.
Not even funny this.
The stock market one is good. I like that one a lot.
that is a really nice one, yeah.
Yeah, I'll remember that one now.
Thank
All
you.
right. Well, you come to the live stream for fun facts and fun times. So that's good. All right, guys. I think with that, we can end it today. Take care and have a good Thanksgiving, y'all.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving, you guys.
All
See
right.
you.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.